Hello everyone, welcome back and thank you for watching. Today I will be doing some fall DIYs. So I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up. And now let's craft. Starting with my favorite project from Dollar Tree, I'm going to use these pumpkins, this sign, and the buffalo check vinyl. So I'm going to start by cutting the vinyl to size and add it to the sign, just like if it was sticker.
Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Before you turn away, I just want you to know that I didn't throw your stuff away.
I did cut this a little bit too big, so I will be using this X-Acto knife to cut that part off. And this is how it looks. Now you have a beautiful blank buffalo check canvas that you can literally add anything to it. I will be adding these pumpkins, but first I am going to add a different paper to this, just because this is already buffalo plaid and I didn't want it to be like plaid on plaid. So I was going to use this little scrapbooking paper that I had, but I didn't have this white one that I wanted, so I used this like galvanized paper that I got from Hobby Lobby. I did cut this to size, then I used my Elmer's glue stick to glue this.
Before you make up your mind that I'm nowhere to find, I'm standing right here. I know that I told you we're over, I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're with her, I can see that.
To decorate the pumpkin a little more, I made a jute twine bow using the jute string. But before I add the bow, I will be using a scent sheet paper to just sand out all the edges.
That you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light, or would you follow me, or would you let it be? If I leave tonight, we could do this right.
Now I will be adding the bow. Now for the other pumpkin, I honestly love the way it looks, so I just left it like that and added back on there. The next thing I did is just add these pumpkins to this sign, and that's all I added. Now you can add more things to this, like greenery.
Find the remedy, or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Till the morning light, till the morning light, till the morning light, yeah.
The last thing I did is added these leaves. Now these little leaves come from a garland that I'm actually using in my next project. So I just wrapped this around it, glued it, and that is it for this sign. Look how beautiful and cute this turned out. For my next project, I will be using this Halloween pumpkin decor and 2 of these garlands. Now as you can see, these are the little leaves I used in my last DIY. So for this project, I did get inspired by She's So Crafty. I seen a picture on her Instagram that I was like, oh my gosh, I need to do that. So I'm going to start off by taking this pumpkin apart, removing all of this, like, I don't know if it's mesh or fabric, but whatever this is, I am going to remove it.
Till the morning light, till the morning light, till
Now for the next part, I did have a little bit of trouble because I couldn't find the pliers that I needed. I did start off with these and I tried to remove like the top little wires, but it was kind of hard. Now I took a break and actually went to go look for them, and when I finally found them, instead of me trying harder to remove the top ones, I went with the bottom ones, which actually were much easier, but I wish I had done this the other way around, which is doing it from the top part instead of the bottom, but you'll see why.
Love that we said we would burn. Oh, I know that you feel it too. I know that I told you we're over. I swear that I'm sober. Just listen, I miss you. And I know that I said all these things, but now when you're
Once I had removed every single one, this little thing was off. Now mine, I don't know if I messed it up by removing all of this or it already came messed up, but when I did try to turn it on, the light wouldn't turn on, so I ended up not using this. But if yours does work, you can use this instead, but just set this to the side. Then take the bead apart, I mean not the bead, sorry, the garland apart, and grab all of the beads. I did put them in this little sign.
with her, I can see that. That you miss me. Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let
I then started to add all the beads. I did start off with the brown ones. Now I started by putting all the brown ones in each little wire, but I do end up removing, I believe, 4 of them because I did one brown, one not, one brown, one yes. And then I went ahead and added the other beads to every little wire.
it be if I leave tonight? We could do this right. We'll find the remedy. Or would you stay with me now till the morning light? Stay till the morning light. Or would you follow me? Or would you let it be if I leave tonight? We could do this right. We'll find the remedy.
Once I had added all the beads, I glued like the last one just so when I was working with this, the beads wouldn't fall out. Then I used a floral foam and I used this candle to make it into a circle. I then used this little floral foam to add all the wires around it. Now I'm going to add all of the little wires to the floral foam all around it. I did have to add some hot glue so they can stay in place. To kind of cover the floral foam, I did added some jute twine to the bottom, and then I added some jute twine inside all around the floral foam. This is also going to help it stay glued on there, like the beads with the floral foam and the jute twine. Hopefully that makes sense. Once I was done doing that, I did cut another piece of floral foam like into a small little square. Added some burlap around the top part, and then after that I did add some jute twine around it. This is going to be the stem for my pumpkin.
Remedy, or would you stay with me now till the morning? Would you stay till the morning light? Or would you follow me? Or would you let it
Once I was done gluing this, I then glued the little stem to my pumpkin. I used some hot glue. Now for extra support, I did add some nautical rope like towards the bottom. I then used some of the Dollar Tree ribbon to make a bow. Added the bow, and that was it for this pumpkin. Look how cute this turned out. I am not going to lie, this gave me a little bit of hard trouble just putting like the wire on the foam at the bottom. That's why I was telling y'all that I think it's so much easier to do it from the top instead of the bottom. But that is it, guys. Look how cute this turned out. For my next project, I will be using this spray bottle that I got from the Dollar General. It was only $1. And from Dollar Tree, I will be using some of these pumpkin floral picks. Now, I do end up only using one of them and some greenery instead. I'm going to start off by removing the little sprayer, and then I will be painting the bottle using some white chalk paint. I did have to give this 2 coats of paint. After the paint was dry, this is how it looked. Now for like the top part, I did use some jute twine to cover like that little part at the top, and I used the little leaves that came from the garlands. I tied 2 of them together and I wrapped them to the top part and tied them. I then used a Dollar Tree ribbon to make a bow and add it to this. The last thing I did is I added both of the little pumpkins picks, but I didn't like how that looked, so I did end up removing the green ones, left the orange with this greenery, and that was it. Look how beautiful this turned out. My next project was so simple to do. Now this was basically already made. All I did was just decorate this. I got this little family window sign from the Dollar Tree. I added some of the Walmart greenery at the bottom with some Dollar Tree pumpkins. I added an orange in the center, and I had this little cute buffalo check pumpkins that I grabbed from the Dollar Tree, and I added 1 on each side, and that was it. Look how beautiful this sign turned out. You guys have, and that is it. I really hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. Let me know down in the comment section which one was your favorite, because I would love to know. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and until next time, bye.